Hey guys, welcome back to the Hubneo Virtual Reality Lab here in Manhattan, New York. This is the second video from the Pimax event or the roadshow we're having here in the United States. It's the last day of the roadshow right now this time. Guys, we have a lot of people here. I've missed some of them. I wish I could get all the impressions from all the people, but it's impossible. I'm trying to help out some people also with their experience, of course. But let's just jump in and see what they have to say about the 8KX and the 8K Plus and all those units they have tried so far. Let me start here. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Casper.
Nice to meet you, Casper.
Nice to meet you.
Martin.
Nice to meet you.
Have you tried any of the units yet?
I just tried the 8KX. Oh, it's so good. I have a Rift at home, and this is magnitudes of order beyond the capabilities of the Rift. There's no screen door effect. The field of view is huge. I'd even try it with the biggest field of view, but it was a reduced field of view, but it was still amazing.
Yeah, we're running this on normal field of view, which is 150 degrees instead of 170 degrees on the horizontal side. This is just to save up for some performance, of course.
Yeah, which makes sense. Yeah.
So which game did you try, or which simulator?
Elite Dangerous. I never played it before, so I didn't really know what to do in the game, but visually, all the screens, the heads-up display, things like that, were incredibly easy to read.
Cool.
Yeah.
How about the comfort? Wearing the headset.
I have really big glasses, so really wide, and usually we're putting headsets on. It's very difficult to actually get them seated, get the sweet spot in the right place, and then make sure you didn't smudge anything or even scratch your lenses. When I put the 8KX on, it was awesome because the cutouts on the sides and the lenses are so wide, and it just my glasses didn't hit the lenses of the 8KX at all. It was really easy to put on and off.
Was it easy to find the sweet spot? I
didn't even have to try.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was good. And the IPD adjustment is appreciated because some of the headsets nowadays don't have that anymore, and it's really good.
Yeah. So I was thinking, you did not see any screen door effect?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about distortion? Because some people are worried about distortion in the side, in peripheral view.
Yeah, distortion. I saw some distortion on the very edges of my peripheral vision. It wasn't crazy. It was definitely noticeable, but I feel like after playing for 10 minutes or more than that, you'll just get used to it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. And how about the comfort of the head strap itself? Is it front heavy, back heavy, or something?
I would say I didn't really notice its weight, whether it's front heavy or back heavy, but I would say it's so much easier to put on if you have glasses than any other headset. It's much better a much better version of a PS VR headset. It's really easy to put on and off with glasses. That's kind of my biggest thing.
Yeah. So, are you going to upgrade your VR experience at home soon, you think?
I was thinking about it, and now I'm definitely sold on it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So, I'll get back to you later when you've tried some more things.
I'll try some other ones, but this was the bee's knees.
You really need to try the digital combat simulator here,
I will.
especially the one with the 8KX. We have another one with the 8K Plus over there, with the motion simulator over there. It is quite a noticeable difference actually between these two.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely try it out.
Cool, thank you so much. Okay, let's get some more impressions. We have a visitor here is trying out Elite Dangerous, as you can see over here. We're going to ask him a couple of questions. Let's try. Hi sir, what's your name?
Ronnie.
Oh, sorry, my microphone.
Oh, it's okay.
Once again?
Ronnie.
Ronnie. Oh, nice to meet you. So you're playing Elite Dangerous right now on the 8KX. What's your first impressions?
It's awesome. It's crazy how wide the view is. I can't even see any pixels either.
Do you have any other VR headset at home right now?
Yeah, I have a Vive.
So have you been playing Elite Dangerous on your Vive before?
No, I've never played this game before.
How do you feel about the screen door effect or pixel pattern? Do you see any of it?
No, I haven't seen any of that actually.
There are some people being concerned about the LCD displays, which are not, of course, pure black as the OLED panels are. How do you feel about the black levels and the colors in Elite Dangerous, which is a dark simulator, of course?
Oh, yeah, the blacks are really black. It definitely looks like an OLED screen to me.
Wow, that was some good news. Yeah, I mean, it's never going to be OLED black, but yeah, the blacks are improved, of course, with the 8KX, with the new panels, the 4K native panels. Tell me about the comfort now. How does it fit with the strap-on?
It fits similar to the Vive I have at home, I think. It's really snug and it's not moving around really on my head, and I have a tiny head, so and it's definitely not too heavy.
Yeah, so it's not front heavy or anything like that?
No.
Are you gonna upgrade your VR experience? Are you gonna buy an 8KX maybe?
Maybe, maybe, yeah. I definitely. I haven't had too much experience with other VR headsets, but this one it seems awesome. I'm just blown away by the peripheral vision I have. It's so real. I don't know.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the game now. So we have another visitor here that's going to try the digital combat simulator with the 8KX. He's already playing it right now. As you can see on the monitor, you can barely see what he's doing. That's because the game was actually configured for a 4K monitor, so that's why you cannot see the full thing. But he is actually seeing the full thing, of course, in VR. So let's see what he's about to say. Hey man, what's your name?
Russ Moore.
Russ. Hi Russ, how are you doing?
Very good.
Hi, I'm Martin.
Martin.
So you're playing around with the digital combat simulator on the 8KX, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, what's your first impressions?
Well, my first impression is I'm comparing this to the PSVR, which is what I own currently. It's the only system I've used. It's comfortable to wear. It's not too heavy. The cord isn't too obstructive, and it's the quality is very sharp, very good. And I have a problem with my right eye. I've like uncorrectable vision, and this is much easier to read things, much more clear. And it's just a much more impressive image all around. I had just a few problems like adjusting the focus and keeping it locked into that place, but I not as much problems as I've had with the PSVR. So
I gotta add
improvements on every front.
Cool. I gotta add though that with this setup, with this 8KX, you're actually running with a Vive Deluxe audio strap because we don't have enough of straps for this event. So we're only using 4 straps, and the rest of the units are using Deluxe audio strap from Vive. So that might actually affect some of the comfort, of course. It might feel a little bit more front heavy. In a moment, you could try the other 8KX with the Elite Dangerous, for example, and that uses the Pimax modular audio strap. But how do you feel about the screen door effect? Do you see any of it, pixelation or so?
I've been trying to figure out where the pixel meets the next one, and I really can't. There's some blur issues, but it might just because the headset has moved since I focused it, but I definitely cannot see. I cannot recognize any pixels in the image whatsoever. I definitely keep forgetting that I'm using VR. You know, it really seems like I'm in the plane. It's very impressive image. The pixel count is pretty incredible. It definitely is a much needed improvement. As the PSVR, the pixels are very noticeable.
Cool. How about the field of view? Do you see any distortion on the peripheral view, like the edges of the screen?
The peripherals are very impressive. If I really turn my eye, I will see like the blackout where there is no image. But it's very wide. It's wide enough to be to sort of forget that you're using VR. And it's very wide, very impressive. I really do have to like. I didn't really notice it until you asked me how the peripheral is, because it's very good and it's very image-like.
So when you're looking at the dashboard, it's an FA-18C Hornet in Digital Combat Simulator. There are quite many details in that dashboard. Can you read all the text and the gauges and everything?
So when I was first adjusting it, I used that to calibrate the adjustment. I used the map in front of my joystick to calibrate. I was able to read the text, but I think the headset has moved since then. But I was able to read out the text very clearly. The map that was, the instructions that were on my left leg, I wasn't able to read that clearly, but it might just be the fault of my eyes, my eyesight, and not the fault of the VR. But yes, what I'm usually normally able to read, I was able to read.
Cool. You know, the checklist down on your knee in Digital Combat Simulator, especially when flying with the FA-18C Hornet, it's super minimal text actually. It's so small. The pixels are still rendering the full text, but I actually had problems with my eyes to read it. It just feels like my eyes are the limitation of this. I don't know.
I believe so, yes. I think it is my eyes, and I do have poor vision. So I think it is with the limit of my eyes. The text size that I'm normally able to read, though, I was able to read very easily when the headset was properly adjusted.
How do you feel about the performance? Is it running smooth right now?
It is running smooth. There are some jitters in the body of the avatar, but other than that, it's very smooth. If I look up, sometimes it'll render some of the frame of the jet, but it might be just because I'm sitting too far back. My head is maybe too far back.
Okay.
But
that could be the problem. Yeah.
So no, it's very good, and it's not jumpy, which is nice. I mean, obviously the body of the avatar is not the VR's fault at all, but yes, it's very smooth. It's able to recognize my motion very well and respond very quickly. So I'm not getting motion sickness, and I've been wearing it for I'm not even sure how long, but I think it has been a while. Maybe I'm leaving Nevada right now. I'm not sure, but I'm not getting any motion sickness, which is great. It's very smooth, very fast, responsive, and makes it feel normal, like real life, you know.
Cool. Thank you so much. Enjoy Digital Combat Simulator.
Right,
Talk to you later.
Thank you, Martin.
Let's see what more people have to say. I'm going to see if I can get some opinions from this guy here. Trying out Project Car 2, I think it is. Project Cars 2. Within 8KX, actually. Hi, sir.
Yes.
What's your name?
Gary.
Gary. Nice to meet you, Gary. You're playing the Project Cars 2 now, right?
No, this is Corsica.
Oh, okay. How do you feel about the quality of the image? You're running with an 8KX right now.
Fantastic.
Tell me, do you see any screen door effect?
No, actually I don't.
I know a lot of people who are playing racing simulators. They are concerned about what you see at far distance, right? If you can distinguish cars and the track and everything. How do you feel with this headset?
Excellent. Everything's crystal clear.
What is the best headset you have tried before this?
I'm familiar most with this headset. So
Have you tried like the Index, for example, Valve Index, or
not the Valve Index, the Odyssey, the Rift.
So how would you compare the 8KX to the Odyssey, for example?
Oh, much better. This is much better than the Odyssey.
Right now, you're actually not using the modular strap from Pimax. You're actually using a kind of a mock-up strap, which consists of 4K, the old Pimax 4K headphones, and the soft strap only. But how is the comfort really using this setup?
Very comfortable. I've used the previous ones. that was not as comfortable. This is significantly better.
Cool. Thank you so much. Enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Let's see if we have some more people over here we can ask. It's not easy to just jump right into people when they're trying out those things because they're so into their games and their experience, of course. So it might be difficult to even, get their attention, but I'll try. Hi, sir, and what's your name?
Hi, hello, I'm Xun.
Nice to meet you, Shin. You are playing the digital combat simulator right now on the 8K Plus. What do you feel about the image quality?
I'm a T6 player and I have the 5K Plus and the index. Right now I think it's a huge improve compared to the 5K Plus. Especially the F18 is my best plane. Now I can see the MFD on the left side and right side more clearly than the 5K Plus right now.
Oh, that's awesome. Have you tried this simulator on the 8KX on the other side in this room?
Not yet. I will try. Yeah, I will have to try that after this.
Oh, great. It really looks amazing on the 8KX. It even looks better than this. I have to ask you one more question.
Yep.
Do you see any screen door effect or any pixel pattern somewhere in the image? Like a pattern when you look up in the sky, for example?
There are some more things that I have imagined before I came here because I know the DCS is a performance problem, Yeah. It's a performance problem. I know I have a 2080 Ti. Yeah. 2080 Ti with a 5K Plus. Even that, the FPS is not super high. So I can imagine that with the 8KX and the 8K Plus, we will face more problem for the FPS, and so I can imagine that the headset is for the future,
Actually, if you try the 8KX on the other side in a moment with the digital combat simulator, we can show you that we got it running in perfect native resolution with 75 Hz without any judder or any frame loss at all.
Well, I'm looking for that. I'm really excited, so I can get a chance,
Cool. Thank you so much. Enjoy the game. Okay, so now we're back at the 8KX station with the Digital Combat Simulator, and you just tried the Digital Combat Simulator with the 8K Plus, right? And, now you're gonna try it with the 8KX. How do you feel?
Yeah, the first thing I noticed is that the image is extremely sharp. The DCS, there is a popular plane, the F18. The F18, there are two MFDs on the left side and right side. There are no other any VR headset which can show the MFD clearly. But now I'm wearing the AKX. The MFD is extremely clear, and I can see the word. I can see every single word on the MFD. And if you are in a combat, it will be more convenient for that.
Yeah, I fully understand. The MFT, those are the left and right displays, right? On the FA-18C Hornet.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. How do you feel about the overall image quality? I mean, the field of view and everything with the 8KX. Is there any difference compared to the 8K Plus?
And to be honest, I can see the image more. I can see the image is more sharp, but I don't get enough time for the 8K Plus. I didn't notice too much about that. Sorry.
Do you see any distortion right now? I mean, looking around. I mean, in the peripheral view.
No, I think it's perfect. Yeah, I think, and the performance, the FPS is much greater than I can imagine about that.
Yeah, the last computer you tried with the 8K Plus was running on a GTX 1080. This simulator is running with an 8KX and an RTX 2080 Ti. So it's a faster computer, of course. It's configured and especially tweaked for DCS by Matthew, our great friend here. So that's why we get a full frame rate. Do you see any frame loss or something?
the frame is perfect, but I noticed that on the edge of the image, there might be some glitch, or there might be some, there are something is keep shining, is keep glitch, and it's not as smooth as a center. It's some kind of the
Do you mean the HUD, the HUD, or?
no, I mean the if you see the edge of the image,
Yeah.
there will be something more.
The graphic of that stick, it doesn't match.
Oh, interesting, interesting.
I did the same thing.
So, and right now you're using the Vive strap, so I cannot ask you much about the comfort. But does it feel okay still wearing the 8KX with the Deluxe Audio strap from Vive?
Yeah, I think I feel pretty comfortable, especially I'm a Chinese, and there will be more light when you use Vive or some other VR headset. There will be some light between your nose.
Yeah.
And right now it's perfect.
Okay, so you don't get any light bleed at all.
Yeah, yeah. And I think I will try to order the comfortable kit, right?
Yeah. Are you planning to upgrade to the 8KX maybe?
It's a little expensive, but I will try to do that.
I totally understand. Thank you so much. Enjoy it now.
Thank you.
It's not even in large mode.
Let's see if we have any more here. Anyone else? He's just. Have you just? Hi, sir. What's your name?
Careless.
Nice to meet you, Martin.
Yeah, I know you, man.
Thank you. Have you tried the 8KX yet?
Yeah, I just tried it.
You tried it
Yeah,
with the Elite Dangerous, right?
Pretty impressive resolution. Like no DOS screen at all. Everything is crisp, and lens seem to be better as well. Like I feel like it's a little bit. At least I have at home like 5K.
5K plus?
Yeah, 5K plus.
Here's the thing, it's the same lenses, but the distortion profile is changed now.
Oh, maybe.
Because it's new panels which are 4K RGB, and they're a little bit smaller also. So that's why the distortion profile is changed, and it has less distortion on the side.
Yeah, that's cool.
How about reading text on Elite Dangerous? I mean, it's
no
a
problem
lot of
at
small
all.
text.
No problem at all. Unless your headset a little bit out of focus, it's kind of like it has sharp sweet spot.
Yeah.
So if your eyes in there, like no problem at all.
Cool. The panels on the 8KX and the 8K Plus, and basically all of the Pimax headsets except for the 5K XR or LCD panels only. How do you feel about the black levels and the contrast, blacks and everything?
I haven't noticed. I guess nothing bad. I guess like it's really sharp and contrast is good. I don't know colors, but I just first impression.
Yeah, of course. You can put it on again if you want it. So no problem.
It's fine. I tried it. I have a really good first impressions. And
So are you planning to upgrade?
I would wait for wireless version because I'm kind of waiting right now for wireless version. I have HTC Vive at home, which is wireless, and I cannot go back basically.
No, I totally understand. And once you go wireless, it's difficult, of course.
Yeah. And yeah.
So tell me more. The colors. Some people are just worried about those panels. Give me more. Is there anything that could be improved on this version of the 8KX? Is there anything you would like to be better?
Well, on first impression, I don't see anything. Nothing really bothers me. I feel like it's really a good place.
And the performance, how is the performance in the game? Was it reprojecting something or was it smooth?
I haven't noticed anything, so...
You didn't notice?
No, I haven't noticed anything.
I haven't even tried this one yet, so I don't even know how good it runs, but I
don't
think...
know, maybe it's just first impression. You see, I sat here for 30 seconds, but that's enough for me to be really impressed.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Jump in again and have some fun. Hi again. Hi. Hi.
It's Martin, right?
Yes, nice to meet you.
I wasn't sure what you looked like. So that was very cool.
First of all, what's your name?
Russ, again. Russ
yeah,
Moore.
I know. I just want to. Last time you were in
Yeah.
VR, so now
Yeah,
I want to show. I want to show your face as well.
Yes. Oh, hi. Hello.
There's the camera as well.
Okay.
So you just tried the Artisan, right? The
Yes.
Pimax Artisan. What do you feel about it?
I couldn't figure out the gameplay. I couldn't put a magazine into my weapon, but
other than that, it wasn't as smooth as the first machine I was using, but definitely a step up from the PSVR that I have. Gave me a little bit of motion sickness because it's just the type of game it was. A little bit of motion sickness, but still a lot more cleaner. Better graphics, better resolution. What is the resolution on the Artisan?
The Artisan has a resolution of 1700 times 4040, 1700 times 1440 per eye. So it's not really the full size, the 2.5K panels, but it's the smaller ones. That's why the field of view is also a little bit more narrow than it is on the 5K Plus or the 8KX or the 8K Plus, for example. So yes, it's probably wider than, probably more high resolution than the PSVR anyhow.
Yes.
But how about the screen? How much screen door effect do you see, the pixel pattern, when using the Artisan?
Not as good peripherals, but still step up, of course, from the PSVR. It's not apples to apples because of the type of gameplay.
Yeah, of course.
I think this gameplay was a little bit more challenging to use. It gave me a little bit of motion sickness. The resolution, when I was trying to find pixels, I was able to see pixels, but it was very it was hard to I kind of forgot about it when I was playing the game. Only when I really focused on them, I was able to point where the pixels were. I was not able to find pixels on the 8K.
Cool. The Artisan has a field of view of 170 degrees diagonally, which is 140 degrees horizontally. Did you see? It's a little bit more narrow than the 8KX you tried before and the other headsets. But how about distortions? Do you see any kind of distortion in the peripheral view?
When I would point my eyes to another part of the screen, there would be a little bit of distortion when I was close to an object. When I was far from an object, I couldn't really notice the distortion as much. So definitely an improvement.
Did you notice what refresh rate we were running in? I know there was some reprojection going on probably because it's a laptop we're running this on, but it's running in 120 hertz. Can you notice the difference?
Because of the type of gameplay, it's hard to compare the two, but it was pretty smooth. You said it was how many? What was the
120.
120 hertz is it's pretty hard to notice. There's not much lag. It's pretty hard to notice. What does the human eye see? Was it under 30, right?
I don't know actually, but I can agree with you that it's difficult to see.
It was hard to recognize. It was moving very fast, so there weren't any lag problems that I could see, which is very good.
By the way, did you try the 5K Super also? The other one?
No, not yet.
You should do that. That one is running in 160 hertz right now. We can bump it up to even 180 hertz maximum. Wow. So you can do that. Meanwhile, we're talking if you want to.
So at that speed, is it really noticeable? That speed, is it worth investing in hertz, higher hertz, or is it better to, more pixels or more field of vision? What is the best criteria to fulfill?
I would say it depends on what you play. Like Beat Saber, I know there are some people saying that Beat Saber needs more than 90 hertz or at least 90 hertz or frames per second to really be playable, especially at expert levels and such. When you're running simulators though, I don't think you really need more than 75 frames per second or 75 hertz. But it's all up to you, wherever you play. I mean, if you're a more simulator guy or you're a fast first-person shooter guy, then you might get some kind of, you get some benefit from those 120 or even 180 hertz. So that's all, but it's all up to you. I mean, let's jump into Beat Saber with the 5K Super. Okay, so now we're in Beat Saber. Tell me what you feel.
Oh crap! I'm not good at these kinds of games. Okay. Oh boy. This is beautiful. I mean, maybe a little unfair because the type of artwork, it's easy to get away with less resolution with artwork in this style. But this is really beautiful. I want to kind of look around, but I'm not going to do very well at this game. So let me just look around a little bit in this room I'm in. I'm not supposed to be in that, huh? This is pretty cool. It's gorgeous, really, and it's moving very quickly. I really can't notice any lag.
My Quest is great. I love it.
Sorry, I'm not really sure.
That was my fault.
All right.
So you think that this refresh rate of 160 hertz right now, is this enough for a Beat Saber? I mean, is it?
I would definitely say so. I think it's quick enough to be able to really feel like these objects are moving towards you and to catch them at the right time. You know, I don't have very good reflexes, but if it's easier to time the swings because I can't really hear the music, but it's okay. Visually, I can pretty much time it because of how fast the refresh rate is.
Yeah.
So it's pretty impressive. It's moving fast enough to play the game, and I would say any problems I see right now are probably just the problems of the controllers tracking. They're a little bit jumpy. Yeah, that's probably why. But still, it's very good. I mean, the control. This one's not tracking very well. I don't know if I'm just in the wrong position.
Probably.
But yeah, the left one is a little jerky. But the headset's great. I mean, the headset's working really well. I can only notice the pixels when I see certain objects like this. When I see the circles, I can kind of see the corners of the pixels, like I said before. You can kind of see jagged, jagged pixels in the circle. What do I have to do?
All right.
So
I'm gonna let you play for a while and you get familiarized with the Beat Saber. Thank you so much.
A little easier. Thank you. All right, Martin.
All right. Let's go ahead and check out some more impressions of the 8KX. We have one visitor here, which comes all the way. He flew all the way from Chile. It was like an 8-hour flight something here to New York. Let's check him out. Hello, sir. What's your name?
My name is Fernando Cifuentes.
Hello, Fernando. Welcome. I've heard you have been traveling for a while to get here.
Yeah, 11 hours from Santiago, Chile.
11 hours, wow.
Yeah.
So you came here just to try the 8KX, right?
Yeah, no, it's
not only.
No, it's my work. I work in LATAM Airlines, and happily I have this flight just for today.
Oh,
so I'm very lucky to stay here.
Wow, we were lucky to have you here.
Yeah,
so you're now playing the digital combat simulator on the 8KX. I mean, we have maxed out the details. We're running it on an RTX 2080 Ti. Yeah. What do you feel about the image quality?
No, very, very good in comparison with the 5. There is no shutter. It's very smooth the view. Great.
Do you see any pixel pattern or the screen door effect or something?
No, nothing. Nice, very nice.
How about the dashboard? Can you read the gauges and the text and everything?
Yeah, better than with the 5. Much better, yeah, absolutely.
You say better than with the Vive, correct?
The 5, the 5K
5K
plus. Yes.
Yeah, the 5K plus. Yeah, okay.
Yes, but I first start with the Oculus.
Yeah.
This is my progression. Oculus, then Pimax 5, and now this one.
Okay.
I hope this really very good.
So do you think that the 8KX is enough for a full combat flight simulator experience?
Yes, absolutely. It's a very interesting the way that you how I explain the progress that we have, we noticed we have between the 5 and the 8 is awesome.
Yeah, there's quite a big difference between the panels of the 5K Plus and the ATX.
It's like another VR.
It's how VR should have been from start, I would say.
Yeah.
I think Matthew have something here to say.
If he doesn't mind, I'd like him to talk about his experience as a pilot. You know, the aircraft he's flown.
Yes. Of course, I started in the Air Force, flying as a pilot combat. Wow. And then since 1983. And since 1994 in the commercial area as a commercial pilot. And we have now actually we have a squadron with old friends from the Air Force. And we have a virtual squadron. And we compete in tournament using the Pimax. Almost 5 of us has a Pimax and the other has the Reverb. And now I told you to check this Pimax 8 to
8KX.
Yes, 8KX.
So you're saying that you're going to upgrade those 5K Plus to 8KX now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Do you see any distortion at the edges? Is the distortion better or is it the same as the 5K Plus?
No distortion. No, none. There is no distortion here.
Some people are saying that there are distortion at the peripheral view of the image, like left and right edges.
No. Distortion, no. Here at the side, you say? No.
So no distortion?
No. I think it's the same. And how much is the FOB here? Is normal or?
It's normal field of view right now, 150 degrees, yes.
Okay. No, it's okay. Normal is good.
Thank you so much. I'll let you enjoy. Take your time. You have traveled for a long time, so have fun. And then make sure to try all of the experiences here.
Okay, thank you very much for the invitation.
So Matthew, people seem to be very excited about the 8KX. It's a lot thanks to you here today setting up this beautiful station with the digital combat simulator. What do you think? Should I do a video about this, or should we do it in the forums maybe, like give people some more knowledge about about your knowledge?
Yeah, I'd like to see a video put together, just a quick tutorial. This number goes here, this number goes there. It's not really hard to get working right. Just want to get those minimums set. I think what's really interesting about the 8KX is that it's actually competitive with human vision. I'm looking down at a kneeboard and I can read it as well as my eyes can read it.
Yeah, we were looking at that small checklist, right?
Yeah.
It's on the left knee in the FA-18C Hornet. And it felt like it's my vision that is the limit this time. It's not the pixels themselves.
Yeah, if I were to lay down a kneeboard about that size, it would be just about as readable as it was there. And this also means that if you're in DCS World and you're looking around your simulator and you don't want to have to manually key up the kneeboard page, you can just look at the actual kneeboard that's built in.
Yeah, that's quite amazing. Once again, thank you so much, and we'll make sure a video will be made about this to improve the image quality and the performance, first of all, without sacrificing the image quality. That's what it's all about. Of course, you can go down in resolution, but that's...
This is kind of a top-end machine, and it's getting 1.5 times native resolution. So that's your 2160 vertical 4K display times 1.5 times greater than that. You could bump it down to 1.25, which we actually did because this GPU isn't completely overclocked, and it still looks almost as fabulous. The difference is hardly noticeable. That's what happens when you have a headset that has a physical resolution so close to human vision.
Wow. Thanks, Matthew. Talk to you later again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see, we have some more people over here that are trying the 8KX, I think. Let's see what they have to say. I'm just doing random interviews here. Nothing is prepared, nothing is, there's no preparation. This guy haven't probably not seen me yet. Hi sir, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Sten, how are you?
Nice to see you, Stan. Martin.
Hi.
You're trying out the 8KX right now in the Airfly FS2 flight simulator. Let me know your first impressions.
It's really...
Oh, sorry, the keyboard.
That's all right, yeah. The field of view is amazing, first of all. I have no screen door effect. You can really see the details, and I can read the screen up here, or the sign up here, and it's fully legible. It's insane.
Do you feel that, I mean, even higher resolution panel would do much for this, or I mean, for the immersion and for readability of the gauges?
Look, I can't tell any more details than this. I think, at least for my level of vision, this is sufficient. It's retina level for me.
Cool. What headset are you using at home?
I used the Rift, the original Rift, and the Quest on a Quest Link.
Cool. And do you play a lot of simulators at home, or are you more the Beat Saber guy?
I play a lot of Rec Room.
Oh, Rec Room. Oh, that's a cool one. That's a big one. So one more question. In the peripheral view, do you see any kind of distortion or anything?
A little bit, yeah. You could tell that something is happening in my peripheral vision, but it might just be the way it's set up for me right now. Maybe I need to adjust it, but it does look a little blurry at the corner of my eye.
Cool. If you would like to improve a headset like this, if you would like to improve the 8KX, would it be anything? Tell me anything that could be better than this.
So far, I can't see anything that needs to be improved. Maybe I would prefer a different foam on the headset itself, but as far as the visual quality goes, this is great.
Cool. And one more last thing, comfort. How is it wearing this headset with the new modular audio strap?
It's good. It's good. I did have to adjust it a little bit. I feel like it sits nicely on the face. It doesn't feel heavy, which is a problem with the Quest.
Yeah, the Quest is a little bit front heavy. Yeah.
Very front heavy, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people put a battery strap on the back.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, I've seen some mods of this.
Which you shouldn't need.
And you also have sound right now. I know there's not much sound. You only hear the engines from the airplane, from the Cessna. But is that sufficient while playing, let's say, a simulator like this?
Yeah, no, that's fine. That is totally fine. I don't hear the stereo right now in this environment, but I'm sure it's good. It feels like the sound is really around me, so you know, it doesn't feel like it's coming from the front like in some other headsets. Feels good.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy now. You know what, guys? I think we can end this video right now, and we're going to continue a little bit later when we get a new group of people coming in. I don't want to ask the same questions to the same people over and over again, so stay tuned, guys. There might be more coming up here. We still have like 3.5 hours to go, so thanks for watching. Leave any comments if you have any questions. Cheers.